It is Easter weekend here in the Klamath Basin. We're set for baseball here today as Oregon Tech and the Corban Warriors match up for a Cascade Conference weekend series. Mike Safford with you here at the ballpark as Tech gets set to try to put a 9-game win streak and an 11-game win streak here at home. Ryan Clay, the top of the order for Ryan Harris's bunch. Peyton Rickard, along with Isaac Bateman and Joshua Miyazawa. The bottom of the order, Lucas Mertlich, Noah Owens, and Fran Gross for the Warriors. One thing we do not have for you today, unfortunately, because of all the stuff we have going on at the same time today. The Cascade Conference Multi-Event Championships going on at Mole Stadium, softball going on at Stillwell Stadium. We do not have a score bug for our broadcast today, but I'll keep you updated with the score as the day goes on.
Leading off the Corban first, center fielder number 18, Chase Elliott.
So we're set to go here on a Friday. Well, it's almost lunchtime. It is Good Friday as well, as it is Easter weekend here during the month of April. Chase Elliott to start things off against the hard-throwing right-hander, and the pitch, a fastball just off the corner. We are underway 2 minutes early at 11:58. Tech wearing the powder blues today. We did not see those uniforms set last weekend here against Warner Pacific. As the pitch, a fastball, it's cut on and missed by the right-hand hitter from Hermiston. Chase Elliott hitting .264, has a couple home runs in the leadoff spot, and he has driven in 13. As the pitch skied to left center field, playable out there for Ka'alatam. And he'll come in and put it away for the out. So one quick out here in the first for Tim Williams.
Batting second, first baseman number 25, Drew DeMasi.
Much better start to the game than Williams' last outing here against Warner Pacific, in which he labored in the first. Hoping for a bounce-back weekend is the entire Oregon Tech pitching staff, as they were hit hard in that set against Warner Pacific, but still came away with 4 victories. 1-0 pitch to DeMasi, a little bit high again, and it's 2-0. DeMasi from Stone Mountain, Georgia. 3 homers and 25 RBI. Had a walk-off winner in a game against Bushnell earlier this year. As the toss to the plate, a big healthy swing on a 4-seam fastball on the outside corner, and he comes up empty. It's 2-1. 1 out here in the top of the first. Scoreless here from Steen Sports Park as a delivery to the plate fouled away. You can hear the wind gusting. Looking out towards the flags in straightaway right field, it looks like the flag blowing straight in from right. So that is not the typical wind you would see here. 2-2. Slider on the outside corner, and down on strikes goes DeMasi. First strikeout of the day for Tim Williams. He is the staff leader in punch-outs for Tech.
Batting third baseman number 33, Ryan Clay.
So I'll bring up the leader for the Warriors and Ryan Clay. He has had a great career for the Navy and the Gold, as the pitcher strike to him. All-conference guy, 5 homers, 25 knocked in. And the delivery by Williams, a fastball, inside edge again. It's 0-2. Tim Williams, as he did 2 starts ago, in a win that he had here against Eastern Oregon, loves to work quickly. And the 0-2 delivery by Williams, an overthrown fastball over the outside part of the plate. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes. Tech and Corban met back late February, early March. Tech 1-4 up in Kaiser as the delivery misses outside. That series was supposed to be here in Klamath Falls, but the weather we had at that point, we were buried in 3 feet of snow. They flipped the series. They played that one in Kaiser, playing this weekend here in Klamath. 2-2 pitch. Fastball, a swing and a miss. He's down on strikes, and an easy first inning for Tim Williams. Nothing doing for Corban in their first. We go home 0.5-1. We're scoreless here in the Basin.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
At Papa Murphy's, we know family time is more important than ever. And our family wants to do all we can to help your family. So we're making it easier to get pizza made from scratch that you bake at home by offering online ordering everywhere and delivery and curbside pickup where we can. So you can keep family time as normal as possible. Papa Murphy's. We're in this together.
Right-hander Sam Greenhall gets the start for Corban here in Game 1. Greenhall 2-3, a 9.51 ERA. This his 14th appearance and his 4th start.
Leading off the first Oregon Tech. Shortstop number 2, Patrick Berry.
As the batter will be Pat Berry. Greenhall, 29 innings, 31 earned runs, 46 hits, 22 walks, and 14 strikeouts. And it is walks that have been the Achilles heel of this Corban squad. And it's been that way the entire season. The pitch high and away for ball 1. They have as many walks as strikeouts as the year has gone on. They've also hit over 100 batters. That is way too many free bases. As the toss to Berry is a strike. Greenhall, a senior from San Diego. A lot of upperclassmen in this Corban lineup. Berry from the left-hand side takes a fastball that rides away, and it's 2-1. Pat Berry, 3 doubles in a win, Game 3 of the series against Warner Pacific. That tied a Oregon Tech school record. 2-1 pitch, swung on, hit foul off the left field side. And for Pat Berry, who set the conference and Northwest record for hit streak with 37 straight games earlier in the year. That batting average sitting at .366 with 31 knocked in. But Greenhall's able to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch to Berry's popped up, foul territory off the third base side. Miyazawa near the screen makes the play for the out. And the first out recorded on a nice play by Miyazawa, the catcher for Corban.
Batting second, catcher number 17, Tyler Horner.
So bring up Ty Horner, who had a series against Corban up in Salem. He was a guy they could not get out. The pitch to Horner, a strike. Tyler Horner hit .600 in that series. He drove in 12. hit a couple long home runs, and the toss of the plate, a curveball down and in. Horner in the top 3 in the conference in all 3 big hitting categories: average, home runs, and RBI. And with 8 games left, that Triple Crown still available for him if he can do damage this weekend against Corban, and next weekend for that big series here against Bushnell. 2 balls and a strike with 1 out on the board here in the bottom half of inning number 1. And the right-hander's pitch to the plate, up high again to Horner, ball 3. Horner has also walked more than any other player in program history. Coming into the day, he's walked 111 times as a hustling out. But Greenhall has to be careful here with a 3-1. And the delivery to Horner, way high and outside, and a walk to Tyler Horner. So Horner will be at first. We'll see who runs for him today. And I believe that's Mike O'Daniel.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 18, Julian Jones.
And it's good to see Mike O'Daniel back. The reason you can tell it's him, wearing a cast on his left hand after injuring that a couple weeks back against Eastern Oregon. It's kind of got that soft cast on. And he fakes going, and that pitch lined to right field off the bat of Julian Jones, and O'Daniel's going to head all the way to third. So Tech will have runners at the corners with 1 out. And Julian Jones continues to hit well, had a 5-hit game in Game 1 last weekend against Warner Pacific.
Batting fourth, first baseman, number 8, Matthew Ortiz.
And this Oregon Tech offense that has scored 9 or more runs in 9 consecutive games. An opportunity here early on with runners at the corners and nobody out. And you got a very speedy runner in Jones over at first. And he will go first pitch, and they will throw all the way through to second base. It's going to kick away. It's going to allow a run to score. It'll be a stolen base for Jones. Throwing error allows O'Daniel to score and tack one on the board for the good guys. The pitch was low. Miyazawa's throw wasn't horrible, but it kicked away from Bateman, the shortstop. The run for now unearned, and Tech leads 1-0 here in the first. For Julian Jones, stolen base number 22. The pitch to Ortiz, a curveball for a strike. Matthew Ortiz had a great series against Warner Pacific. He was 8 for 14. Had a couple doubles. He drove in 6. And the toss to Matt is a foul straight back into the screen. One nothing Tech early on. Manufacture that run, and again, it's the walk that set the table for the hustling outs. From the stretch is Greenhall. And his delivery swung on, line drive right field side, foul off the bat of Matthew Ortiz. Again, for Tech, a win here in this series, just any win, gets them to the 30-win mark for the season. It'd be the 4th consecutive 30-win campaign. Prior to Ricky Walker becoming a coach with Tech a few years back, they'd had one 30-win season ever. Greenhall, the long pause. The pitch to Ortiz is high. It's 2-2. That was back in 2009. Tech was 33-25 that year. Outside of that, the most wins they'd ever had in a season was 28 back in 1982. The program has turned the corner here lately as the toss to the plate high and away. And working the count full is Matthew Ortiz here in the first. Tech with one on the board on a throwing error by Miyazawa, the catcher. The Owls leading 1-0 with Julian Jones standing at second. The 3-2 curveball, it's downstairs, ball 4. So 2 on for Tech. And the young third baseman, Logan Macy, the batter.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 25, Logan Macy.
For Logan Macy, had a good series as well against Warner Pacific. Hit 375 in that set, and he's seen his batting average climb all the way up to 260. Outfield playing straight away behind Greenhall. And the pitch to the plate, check swing. He went around for strike 1. Defensively, Gross, Elliott, Owens, the outfield for the Warriors. Clay, Bateman, Rickard, and Damasi, the infield from third to first. 0-1. Curveball up in the zone, above the letters, ball 1. Logan Macy's turned into the everyday third baseman over the last month or so of the season. Sure-handed glove, strong arm, and the bat has come around. 1-1. High again. Again, laboring here in the first is Greenhall. And that has been the issue for Corban the entire season. It was an issue in that series against Tech up in the capital city. Jones at second, Ortiz at first, a run in, and the pitch is high again to Macy, ball 3. With the bat of Calatam waiting next. Only hit in this inning was a first pitch single by Julian Jones into right field. They put runners at the corners, and then the throwing error allowed courtesy runner Mike O'Daniel to score. And they'll look back to second base, thinking maybe Tech had some sort of play on. Here on this windy Good Friday afternoon. 3-ball, 1-strike pitch. The runners go, and the pitch misses low for ball 4. Back-to-back walks. And the third walk here in the inning surrendered.
Left fielder, number 15, Calatam.
The batter is Calatam. Did not have a good series with the stick against Warner Pacific. Was 3 for 15. But he still drove in 4. Nowhere to put it. And the pitch is going to kick away from him, and a run will score. Wild pitch lets Jones come in, and it's 2-0 Oregon Tech. That pitch short hopped home plate. No chance for Miyazawa. And the run across for the Owls. And all the runs here in this inning are now earned. They'll have a conversation out there on the mound to try and calm the nerves of Greenhall, who has struggled mightily here in the opening inning in terms of his command. In fact, for Greenhall, he has thrown already 24 pitches and only 9 for strikes. And Tech, with second and third, still only 1 out. A job here for Calatam to avoid a pop-up or a strikeout. He'll knock in another. Greenhall's pitch. Curveball inside again. So Tim Williams is the benefit of all of this, although Timmy down there just trying to stay loose, as it's been a long bottom half of the first inning. Greenhall to home plate, and he bounces that one up to the plate and moves to 3-0. Looking off the third base side, I do not see any movement in the Warriors bullpen. And so it's Greenhall going to have to try to figure out that command. The switch hitting Keanu Mizuda's next. 2-0 Tech, 1 out, and a 3-ball no-strike pitch to senior Calatam. See if they greenlight it. And the pitch, a high strike called. Confidence builder that time for Greenhall. The runner at second is Logan Macy. The runner at third is Matt Ortiz. Two across here in the frame for Tech, and the 3-1 to the plate is a swinging strike on a changeup up in the zone. Greenhall trying to wiggle his way out of this jam. As I mentioned, Tam just looking to get a ball in play here to score a run. Every run critical, especially at this stage of the season. 3-2, curveball, and good job by Tam to get a piece out of it. Again, doubleheader today. We'll join you an hour earlier tomorrow, 11 in the morning, for games 3 and 4, and then everyone can celebrate Easter on Sunday. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Greenhall got it. Big strikeout for the right-hander.
Designated hitter number 34, Keanu Mizuta.
That's the one thing you could not have in that situation. Is a strikeout, and that was ball 4. It was up in the zone. Keanu Mizuta hitting well of late. His batting average up to 294, and he takes a curveball down and in. And the big part for Greenhall in that sequence, the fact that he was down 3-0, and it was able to, he got the high strike call to get it to 3-1, and then got 2 pitches past Gallatam. 2 in scoring position, the pitch to home plate, outside again. Dane Bradshaw riding a 9-game hit streak is the man on deck. That's a new career high for him. And for Bradshaw, he's seen his batting average nearly double over the last 3 weeks. Mizuta from the left side, the pitch to him, way high again. And a wide one here to reload him up for Tech. Regardless, the pitch count for Greenhall when this inning is over will be enormous. And unsure of whether or not Corban going to staff this game or not, but they do have someone throwing in the pen behind him. The pitch to Mizuta, a high fastball, and it's ball 4, and another walk here in the first. They're reloaded for Dane Bradshaw.
The center fielder number 1, Dane Bradshaw.
And again for Oregon Tech, needing a hit. Only 1 in the inning. And the 8th man to come to the plate is the junior from Caldwell, Idaho. Dane Bradshaw's batting average all the way up to 257. Outfield playing very deep for the right-hand hitter. And the pitch by Greenhall down and away. Nice stop by Miyazawa, or that one was going to get to the screen. 2 in for Tech here in the inning. Ortiz at third, Macy at second, now Mizuta at first with 2 outs. This will be the 36th pitch of the inning for Greenhall. And it's a swinging strike. Took a little off the breaking ball, and it's 1-1. Greenhall getting swings and misses. Tech is, it's not like Tech putting the ball in play. They've just taken advantage of their opportunities for the most part. 1-1. Swing and a miss again. 1-2. Corban does have a couple pitchers on their staff with good strikeout numbers. Chris Schaefer and Josefan Gonzalez, both already over 50 strikeouts on the year. But it's the walks that have been the killer. 1-2 to Bradshaw. High again, overthrew the fastball. And it's not an overpowering fastball. I'm guessing low 80s at best. Infield shaded just a bit around towards the second base bag. Guarding the line is the third baseman, Clay. 2-ball, 2-strike pitch. Down and in. That one's to the screen, and another run comes across for the Hustlin' Owls. Second wild pitch for a run for Tech here in the inning. Capitalize when you can. It is 3-0 Hustlin' Owls. And now a 3-ball, 2-strike opportunity here for Dane Bradshaw. Eerily similar to that 6-run inning against Warner Pacific last week in which Tech didn't have a hit. 3-2 pitch. Swung on, hard hit ground ball to short. Glove there. And the toss across is in time, and the inning comes to a close. However, as Bateman makes the play, Tech gets 3 on only 1 hit. There were 1 error and 2 left. We'll go to the second. Tech with an early 3-0 lead.
What was that?
I don't know. Find out. He was at 30. He was at 37. Yeah, they had a guy starting.
Leading off the Corban second baseman, number 26, Peyton Rickard.
So Tim Williams with a lead. As we head to the second, Tech leading by a score of 3-0. Middle of the order for Corban set to come up. And a first pitch fastball just a little high. To the right-handed bat, or should I left-handed bat of Peyton Rickard, and he hits a one-hopper to third. Logan Macy, easy toss to Ortiz playing over at the first base bag here in game 1 today for the out. And quickly 1 out here in the Corban second.
The shortstop, number 6, Isaac Bateman.
So bring up the Isaac Bateman, junior from Harriman, Utah. Same hometown as Bronson Chapel for Oregon Tech. And Bateman takes a strike. Guessing they played ball together at some point during their days, as that pitch fouled off the mask of Tyler Horner, and the count to 0-2. Elsewhere around the league today, big series starts in Springfield. Lewis Clark State at Bushnell. A Bushnell team that got swept at UBC last weekend. 0-2. Swung on, popped up into shallow right. Jones coming in. He's got a beat on it. And near the foul line has it for the out. 2 away.
Catcher number 3, Joshua Miyazawa.
And Tech with a 1-game lead on Bushnell coming into the weekend. Trying to figure out which team potentially could be third in the league standings. That's a huge, huge advantage. As a toss to Joshua Miyazawa, a strike. The 4 and 5 seeds play each other. They play an extra game of the tournament and then would have to come back around and play the number 1 seed the same day, as Miyazawa takes 1 low. If you're a 2-3 seed and you win the first game, you are in the winner's bracket final. You win that, you're in the championship game. 1-1, swung on, fouled straight back off the bat of the catcher for the Warriors. Right now, a 4-game lead on Tech, or both UBC and Lewis Clark State. 1-2, swung on, right back to the hill. Williams comes up with it, fires to first, gets the out. The inning is over. Nice play by Tim Williams, and the side retired. Nothing doing for Corban in their second. We go bottom of 2. Tech leading 3-0 on the Owls Sports Network.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
Glad you could join us here this afternoon on a sunny Friday here in the Klamath Basin. Mike Safford with you here high atop Bocke Field at Steen Sports Park. 9-1-2 for Tech due up, and the pitch by Greenhall fouled off from Corey Siracusa. I was wrong in my pitch count for Greenhall in the first. Threw 40 pitches in the opening inning, and only 16 for strikes. As the Siracusa swings and hits the ball to fairly deep right field, drifting in was Nate Owens, the right fielder, came in and then had to hustle back. That ball looked like it was going to go over his head. A good piece that time from Corey Siracusa, but it is out number 1.
The shortstop, Patrick Berry.
The batter, Pat Berry. Berry popped out his first time up. And then the walk parade started after, as Berry takes a strike. A walk to Horner, Jones a single, a walk to Ortiz, a walk to Macy. Tam struck out, a walk to Mizuta, a walk to Bradshaw. And the pitch fouled off. I should say a ground ball out by Bradshaw. Tech scoring the 3 runs, 2 on wild pitches, a third on a throwing error. They have only 1 hit, but have a lead as Berry takes the fastball upstairs. Again, next weekend, the regular season finale. Tech's in the postseason. The question is where that tournament will be played. As Berry swings and pops it up down the line and left. Long run for 3 different players, and it's going to roll foul. Gross, Bateman, and Clay, none of them could get there. Off the bat, it seemed like it was just going to be a routine pop-up. Now for Corban, they're not playing the crazy shift that Warner Pacific had against Berry during that series. In fact, the Fran Gross, the left fielder, playing about the spot where Berry likes to hit the ball. That's a pretty good scout, I'm guessing, as Berry swings and drives the ball deep on the left field side again, and that one out of play. Must have a good book on Pat Berry, though a guy who can turn on a ball and hit one the other way just as easily. But there is a huge gap in left center. The pitch, high to Berry. Again, the odds-on favorite will be the winner of that UBC versus Lewis Clark State series will host the Cascade Conference Championship. 2-2. Outside and high to Berry, and the count is full. Again, the winner of that conference tournament earns an automatic bid. If it is Lewis Clark State, It's the team that LC faces in the title game that would get the bid. As the pitch to Barry, a hard hit ground ball, that's in behind second and through for a base hit. Patrick Barry with the single, a runner aboard for Tech with one out here in the second.
Catcher Tyler Horner.
Just the second hit for the Hustlin' Owls. The other one was by the guy on deck, Julian Jones. Horner walked his first time up. His spot in the order came around to score. Barry, good speed at first base, 14 stolen bags on the year. And the pitch to Horner, a swing and a base hit through the left side. Tech will play station to bring up Julian Jones, and for Tyler Horner, he has now reached safely in 50 straight games. Talk about a crazy number.
The right fielder, Julian Jones.
And the courtesy runner for Tech will be Mike O'Daniel. So Daniel in to run over there at first base. Jones took the first pitch he saw and rammed a base hit into right. And he scored on a wild pitch. 2 on with 1 out. Greenhall to home plate with a curveball that's downstairs for a ball. Julian Jones' batting average is at 370. That's right about his career number. He's been a 350, 360, 370 hitter his entire career. As he takes another pitch downstairs. Does have a career high 11 home runs this season. And he is 3 RBI away from his career best, which was 47. That was 2 seasons ago. Had a stolen base in the first inning. That was his career best, 22nd of the year. And they'll back pick to second base, and in there is Barry. They tried to back pick with Rickard, the second baseman, and able to get there to, with a good throw, might have been able to get Pat Barry. Greenhall to the plate, swung on a towering fly ball, hit foul off the first base side. Over to have a look was DeMasi, but that ball is down into the bullpen. One thing I've noticed today, I look below and a couple different guys charting for Tech today. One of those is Bronson Chappell. As the toss to home plate up high. So in seeing that, the guess is that Chap most likely going to get a start tomorrow. Potentially game 3 or game 4. After coming in relief the last 3 weekends. 3-1 to Julian Jones. Is up high for ball 4. And they're loaded with 1 out. The batter is Matthew Ortiz.
The first baseman, Matthew Ortiz.
And the command issues for the Warriors pitching staff just continue. Already 5 walks. And the pitch to Ortiz, a swing and a base hit into right. That'll pick up 1. Around third comes O'Daniel. He's going to score. Around to third base goes Jones. And it's Matt Ortiz one more time to make it 5-0. Jumped on a first pitch fastball, lined it into right.
The third baseman, Logan Macy.
And for Matthew Ortiz, RBIs number 43 and 44. And just went off that first pitch and just lined it into right field. That'll get me over fastball. Macy walked his first time up. And the pitch to him, a curveball, that's a strike. So just as it was in the first inning, leadoff man retired by Greenhall. And then all of a sudden, Tech gets the offense going. They lead 5-0. And the pitch to Macy, another curveball. Pitching backwards is Greenhall. That was his 60th pitch of the game, and he's gotten 4 outs. Hoping for a 2-ball here to try to limit the damage. And they'll throw over to first base. Ortiz, little off balance as he went back into the bag. I see him say something into the dugout. I think they're giving him a little bad time. Ortiz will go. The pitch, a ground ball hit through the left side, a base hit. Matt Ortiz will head to third, and Tech gets the RBI single from Logan Macy to make it 6-0. By sending the runner, it got Bateman out of position, and it was Macy who found the hole.
Left fielder Corban, Tam.
So Tech continuing to use their speed to their advantage, and Ortiz able to go first to third. Here's Calatam, who struck out his first time up. And the pitch hit hard and foul off the third base side, strike one. A curveball in that time, and Tam hammered it down off the facade of the third base dugout. Tam 4 homers, 34 knocked in on the season. They'll throw over to first base. And ahead of the throw is the redshirt freshman from Culver. Wind blowing in from right at the present time. So they'll throw over to first again. 6-0 Tech. In the first inning, Tech had only 1 hit. Here in the second, 4 hits in the frame. And they've given Tim Williams a nice lead to work with. Nothing in 1 pitch. Fastball down and away. Temperature supposed to be today low 60s, but that breeze that is blowing definitely will cool the temperatures off. As Tam shows bunt, drops it down the third base line, and everybody is going to be safe. It is 7-0 Tech.
The designated hitter, Keanu Mizuta.
Play at home plate actually was a little closer than I think Tech would like. Ortiz didn't slide. And so, in doing so, Miyazawa nearly got him. Not sure why Mizuta, the on-deck batter, wasn't telling Ortiz to get down. But the bunt single that time gets Tech a run on a safety squeeze. 4 across in the inning, and Mizuta takes one low. There goes the runner for third. It's a high throw, and they say out at third base. Trying to advance is Logan Macy. That'll be the second out. The runner at first stayed put. So Macy gunned down for the second out. And a nice job by Miyazawa to jump on the ball and be able to make the play. So 2 outs on the board. And the toss to Mizuta, swinging strike on a high fastball. So Tech leading 7-0 here in the second. Trying to pick up win number 30 and try to get 19 games above 500 for the first time ever. 2 balls and a strike to count. If Mizuta can reach, Dane Bradshaw, the man on deck. Tech sent 8 men to the plate in the first. Mizuta, the 8th man to bat here in the second. Greenhall's pitch nearly hit him. 3 balls and a strike. I'm looking into the Corban bullpen. Haven't seen anything going on down there. They had someone playing soft toss earlier. But I'm guessing that Ryan Harris just trying to see if Greenhall can just fight through this inning. 3-1, runner goes. The pitch is upstairs for ball 4. So Dane Bradshaw will have men in scoring position for a second straight at bat.
To the plate, center fielder Dane Bradshaw.
It looks like there will be a conversation up there on the mound. And we'll see what the conversation will be. Catcher staying back. And so just pitcher. Pitcher and Skip going to chat out there on the bump because it has been a grind thus far for Sam Greenhall. He has walked 5, struck out 1. Check that, he has walked 6 and struck out 1. And again, the Achilles heel for Corban has been their command. In fact, the pitching staff for the Warriors has walked 266 men. They've struck out 233. As I mentioned, they've hit 117. You look at Tech. Tech pitchers have walked 141 and struck out 275. Big difference. You look at the record, probably why. Runner's going to go. Bradshaw squared. It looked like Tam had third base stolen, but he couldn't get the bunt down, and it's strike 1. Tech trying to put the pressure on the Warriors here early. Corban with a .950 fielding percentage. They've committed 73 errors this year. And the pitch by Greenhall, that's high. Tech on the flip side have committed only 25 errors this year. And they have a .983 fielding percentage, which is number 1 in the NAI. Bradshaw, right-hand hitter. 1-1 count to him. And the pitch to Dane, a swing and a foul straight back. I would think Colatam's going to take off here. Just a hunch. Going to try to time it and try to put some pressure on the Corban defense. He will stay. The pitch, a swinging strike, and the inning is over. But Tech will settle for a 4 spot. 4 runs, 5 hits, they leave 2. We go to the third. New score, Oregon Tech 7, Corban nothing.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
A 7-run lead for Tim Williams. Bottom of the order for Corban here in the inning. The pitch to Lucas Mertlich, a changeup missing inside for ball 1. 7-6-0 for Tech, 0-0-1 for Corban. As Tech's put 8 men to the box in each of the first 2 innings. And the pitch by Williams, a fastball, and he challenged him with heat. And Mertlich comes up empty. It's 1-1. Mertlich, a sophomore from Puyallup, Washington, hitting .310 on the year. 4 home runs on the season for him, and he singles back through the middle, a base hit right off the knob of the bat. And muscled that one past Corey Saracusa and the first base runner for Corban this afternoon.
Right fielder, number 2, Noah Owens.
So Mertlick aboard. And Noah Owens, senior from Kuna, Idaho, will step in. And from the stretch, the pitch to the left-hand hitter is an overthrown fastball. Remember back when I was working at C of I and living in that area? I believe it was 2017. Our Youth Baseball Association hosted the 13 to 15 Babe Ruth State Tournament. And it was Kuna that won it that year. And one of the guys on the team was one of the Hustlin' Owl players who's redshirting and a former Corban Warrior. As the pitch of fastball outside. Hayden Van Acker was the staff ace of that Babe Ruth team. And I'm wondering if Noah Owens might have been part of that club as well. Owens hitting .237. It's Williams from the stretch. And the right-hander to home plate with a fastball that's inside, and he's missed with 3 straight. Kuna located just south of Boise and Meridian, Idaho, right there in the southern reaches of Ada County. 3-0. That's a strike. The high school there, they are the Cavemen. But the funny part about it is, it's Cavemen with a K. Kind of like that. See if they send the runner 3-1. They will not, as Williams going to make a pick move over to first base. Corban, a team that will run, and they will run a lot. Only Tech has stolen more bases in the league than Corban. 3-1. Swung on, grounded foul off the first base side. Here in the third, we'll take our first look at the out-of-town scoreboard. As the other games going on around the league, 2 of the 3 are underway. As Williams trying to get the first out here of the inning. The pitch, curveball, chopped to first. Ortiz, it goes right through his glove and down the line. Runner at second, he's holding and barely able to get to third. Not sure exactly what Mertlick was thinking. He had stopped at second. I think he thought Ortiz had made the play. Ortiz had a chance to turn 2 there. Instead, Corban has runners at the corners and nobody out for the speedy Fran Gross.
The left fielder, number 23, Fran Gross.
Gross leads the league in stolen bases with 25. Chance here for Corban to try to cut into a deficit. Ortiz to the glove side on that play was trying to reach down at the same time trying to touch first base, and then he would just have an easy throw to second to get 2. Williams just unlucky there. The pitch to Gross, high and away. Ball 1. Bottom 3 in Portland. Warner Pacific leading College of Idaho 7-1. Alex Nisbet with a 3-run home run in the third for the Knights. Tech will give up a run for an out. And again, keeping the runner at first base, Owens close. The other game going on right now is Eastern Oregon is in LeGrand taking on UBC. And Eastern trailing 9-0 to the T-Birds as the pitch is high. UBC has gotten a 2-run home run from Mitchell Middlemiss. Aaron Marsh has driven in 3 with a double. As Tyler Horner going to go out to the mound and talk with Tim Williams. I told you later today it'll be a 2 o'clock start in Springfield, where it'll be Lewis Clark State taking on Bushnell. Also going on locally right now, we've got the Cascade Conference Multi-Event Championships Day 2. That's at Mole Stadium on the Oregon Tech campus. And Tech softball taking on Carroll in Game 3 and 4 of their weekend series. There's a 2-0 pitch to the plate, down and away, ball 3. Leadoff batter would be next. In softball, it is a 1-1 tie, Carroll and OIT, as they play in the 5th. They'll throw to first again. Gina Allen with an RBI single to plate J.C. Sievert in the 4th to tie that game. Here it's 7-0, but Corban threatening. Fran Gross with a 3-ball no-strike count. And that pitch line to second. It'll be caught by Siracusa. They will double it up. Throw to first base. It's going to be a triple play. Caught by Siracusa. He throws to first to double the runner off there. And then back over to the third base bag. And just like that, this inning is over. 4, 3, 5, 3 outs, inning over. We're going last to the third. Tech leading 7-0.
Hey, grab me one too.
You always see the guy who makes a big play always leads off the next inning. Corey Siracusa starts the most randomest triple play I've ever seen. 4-3-5. And it gets Corban completely, instead of having a chance at a huge inning, with one swing, everybody's off the bases. It is the first triple play I've seen since getting here to Oregon Tech. As Siracusa takes a strike from Greenhall. I still remember the first triple play I called. I can remember it like it was yesterday. Similar play to that one. As a toss to home plate, Siracusa hard hit ground ball at second. Nice scoop that time by Rickert, and Siracusa retired. 1 out.
The shortstop, Patrick Berry.
So it was 2005. So 20 years ago. How could it be 20 years ago? Calling Boise Hawks baseball, Northwest League, affiliate of the Chicago Cubs at the time, as Berry fouls it straight back. It was the 8th inning of a game against Yakima. It was in Boise. And Yakima had runners at first and second, nobody out. As a delivery to the plate, a curveball outside low. Sean Thompson was the pitcher for Boise. And it was I think it was a 3-0 game. And so Yakima trying to put pressure on. They send the runners with nobody out, first and second, as the toss to home plate misses low. And it was a line drive to Drew Larson, former kid from BYU, who's playing shortstop. caught it on the fly, flipped to second. Anthony Granato was the second baseman. He threw to first, and it was a 6-4-3 triple play. As that pitch called strike, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. We were in the early stages of streaming. So we were on radio for sure, but we had live streaming way back when. As the toss to Barry fouled off. We were the only team in the league. Now it's commonplace, but 20 years ago, not. So we had good video of the play. So we sent it off to ESPN. This is before Twitter or any of that stuff. We sent the video to ESPN. We said, hey, we had a triple play. It's a good call. 2-2. Barry fouls this one off the first base side. And what was the number 1 play on SportsCenter that night? With the play-by-play call. That was my 10 seconds of fame on the worldwide leader of sports. Wish you could have clipped it, but it was that time of the year, or that time where it's over and done with. It was on their website for a little bit, and then it was gone. But Northwest League Baseball making its way onto SportsCenter back in 2005. In fact, that year, Boise had 2 triple plays that year. The other one was on a strike him out, throw him out, throw him out, as the pitch to Barry fouled off again. That one, it was first and third with nobody out. Runners stole second. It was a strikeout. They throw down to second. They get the out there, threw back home for a triple play. Very similar to a play that Tech got a play on earlier this year down in California. As the toss to Barry, again, fouls it off. In fact, it was one of the NAI top plays that week where first and third, and it was caught stealing at second by Barry. He tagged the runner, then came back home, and Horner with the tag at the plate as Barry swings and lines one into left center field. That's trouble. That's going to drop for a base hit. Barry going to try for 2. His throw to second, not in time. A 1-out double for Patrick Barry. And the hit parade continues for the Hustlin' Owls.
Catcher Tyler Horner.
The batter, Tyler Horner. Tech has caught the runs and hits column at 7 apiece. Ty with a base knock through the left side, his last time up. And the pitch to Horner, a fastball right down Broadway. 4 strike. Horner, 13 home runs. That's number 3 in the league. 52 RBI. That's number 2. And the toss to Horner, high and away again. His .411 batting average is second only to Johnny McGill of UBC. McGill on a heater last weekend. He hit .700 in their series against Bushnell. 1-1 pitch. Down and in. It bounces in. And unable to get a read on that one was Pat Barry at the second base pillow. But Oregon Tech with a triple play. You'll probably see it on X. I know the Pacific Northwest Collegiate Baseball Report probably will have that one posted already. 2-1. Outside to Horner again. Looking off the third base side, there is someone loosening up with a heavy ball down in that bullpen. Greenhall is at 90 pitches in the third. And the delivery to Horner. He takes high for ball 4. 7th walk.
Right fielder Julian Jones.
The batter, Julian Jones. Julian Jones has a base hit and a walk. 2 on, 1 out. Greenhall to home plate with a fastball inside and low for ball 1. How demoralizing has to be for Corban. You get some rally going, down 7 runs, and then on one swing, everybody's off the base paths. Then you watch Oregon Tech quickly put guys on again. They'll back pick to second base. Back ahead of the throw goes Barry. Mike O'Daniel over at first. He is running. Once again for Tyler Horner. A ball and no strikes the count to Julian Jones. And Greenhall to the plate. Inside and high again. Julian Jones, Tech's all-time leader in hit by pitches. He is 2 away from Corey Syracuse's single season record. He's been hit 22 times this year. As a toss to the home plate, way high again. I honestly think a wide one here, and that might be it for Greenhall. And it has been a beleaguered bullpen for Corban throughout this season. They were hoping to get some innings out of Greenhall, and he has struggled a bit. The 3-0. That's high and in, ball 4. So Jones walks, and they're loaded again. The batter is Matthew Ortiz, and we'll see if that's going to be it. And it looks like it will. As the entire infield going to come in, and I think they may have the hook for Greenhall, and he was going to hand the baseball to the skipper in Ryan Harris, and he says, hold on a minute. So we'll see if he will get a chance to face Matt Ortiz or not. With 1 out here in the third, Tech leading 7-0. And Matt Ortiz, who singled home a pair his last time up. We are only in the last of the third. And Tech has been the benefit of 8 walks by the Corban right-hander. And after a long conversation, they will stick with Greenhall for at least one more batter to see if they will be able to get Matthew Ortiz.
The batter, the first baseman, Matthew Ortiz.
And Greenhall has had his issues today. But a ground ball could get him out of the inning. Ortiz jumped on the first pitch he saw his last at bat and lined one down the right field line for a 2-base single, or say a 2-run single. Nowhere to put him here. Corner infield comes in, the pitch in the dirt, and it's smothered by Miyazawa. Tech with great speed at every base. If you were to pick the 3 guys you want on the base pass speed-wise, these are 3 of the 4 I would pick. Colatam would be the only other one that I might interchange for someone. 1-0. Swung on, line drive, shallow center field. That's going to drop. Yes, a base hit. A run's going to score for Tech. Give Ortiz another RBI. It's 8-0. Elliott came in, did a good job disguising that one may or may not drop. But I didn't think he had any chance to get there, and Tech has extended the lead.
The third baseman, Logan Macy.
Logan Macy had an RBI single his last time up. With runners in motion, singled into left. And the pitch by Greenhall. That's a strike. This will be his 99th pitch. And we are in the 3rd inning. Tech leads 8-0, wanting more. And the pitch by the righty, that one scooped by Miyazawa. The count evens. 8 runs, 8 hits, an error for Tech. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 error for the Warriors. 2-0. Swung on, line drive, base hit. That's into left center field. In comes O'Daniel. Right behind him will come Jones, and sliding in with a 2-run double is Logan Macy. It's wide open now at 10-0. 3 RBI day for Logan Macy, and the day now is over for Greenhall. The skipper back out. Whatever he said did not work. Well, the change is made right here in the basin. We'll take this timeout.
Attention please, now pitching for Corban, number 19, left-hander Tanner Bowe.
New pitcher for Corban is a left-hander. That is Connor Bowe. And for Connor Bowe on the season, he will be making appearance number 13. All on relief, no record, 771 ERA, 21 innings, 18 earned runs, 16 hits, 17 walks, 13 strikeouts. Connor Bowe from Mountlake Terrace, Washington, transferred into the Corban program after the school at the University of St. Catherine was closed. And the batter will be Colatam. And so Colatam with an opportunity. With runners at second and third, and still only one out.
The left fielder, Colatam.
3 runs across for Tech here in the inning to chase the starter. Tech getting a couple big knocks to add to the lead. Colatam had a bunt single for an RBI his last time up. And Bowe's pitch, a fastball that rides high. So it is 10-0 Tech here in the third. And for Tech, it is the 5th consecutive game that the Hustlin' Owls have scored 10 or more. And the toss to the plate, a swing and a towering fly ball, shallow center. Is it deep enough? Waiting for it, making the catch out there. The throw will come all the way through home, and a run will score. It'll be a sacrifice fly for Colatam, as Elliott was having a hard time seeing the ball initially. But Tam with his second RBI of the day, and it's 11-0 Tech.
The designated hitter, Keanu Mizuta.
Bowe does his job to get the out on the first man he faced. And Keanu Mizuta will switch around and hit from the right side against the lefty. 11 runs, 9 hits for Tech. No runs, 1 hit for Corban. The pitch to Mizuta rolled foul. And all the while, it seems like it was a year ago that Tech turned the triple play to get Tim Williams out of that jam in the third. We've gone past the 1 hour mark and we're bottom 3. The pitch to Mizuta. Taken on the outside corner, a high strike. Keanu Mizuta today has walked twice. And the pitch to him, a curveball, a little bit high. Both thought it was strike 3. It missed off the corner. Not much movement on that curveball, but thought he had him. Miyazawa was trying a good job to frame it on the outer third. Runner at second is Mace, who doubled home 2 here in the inning. And the delivery, curveball, a swing and a miss. The inning is over, but not before Tech able to plate 4 on 3 hits and 1 man left. Got a brand new score as we go to the 4th. It's now Tech 11 and Corban nothing.
Have you ever wanted to become a superhero? This is your chance. Instead of superhuman strength or X-ray vision, there is a life-saving and easily accessible superpower called naloxone. Naloxone is a fast-acting medication that can reverse an opioid overdose. It's safe, legal, and available for free near you. Call 911 if you suspect an overdose and use naloxone immediately. You may need to use more than one dose. So carry naloxone, be a hero, and save a life.
An 11-0 lead for Tim Williams. As we move to the fourth, top of the order for Corban due up. Elliott, Demasi, and Clay. And the pitch is popped up, shortstop way. Battling the sun is Pat Barry. Got a beat on it and has it. Gotta love one pitch outs coming off of a big half inning. And there's one gone here in the fourth.
The first baseman, Drew Demasi.
Tim Williams has given up one hit. He has struck out a pair. He fires a strike to Demasi, a strikeout victim, his first time up. And the count 0-1. Tim Williams has thrown 37 pitches into the fourth. As the righty's fastball again there at the letters. And the count to 0-2. Great crowd here on an Easter Good Friday. As the 0-2 to the plate, slider, got him looking. Big bender that time from Tim Williams for the second out. Second time he's gotten Demasi.
Third baseman, Ryan Clay.
And you gotta love the fact that you see a lot of folks here at the yard. A lot of local folks here, just baseball fans in general. As the pitch to home plate, a big swing and a miss that time by Ryan Clay. I even see Tech soccer coach Sean McManaman here. Good to see Sean. 0-1. Fastball outside and low. Softball, Tech has a 2-1 lead on Carroll. That's in the seventh. Trying to close out the series win. They swept yesterday. 2-run rule wins. 1-1. Swung on, ground ball rolled to the right side. Siracusa stays down on it, makes the play, and talk about a very easy inning. A 6-pitch inning for Tim Williams. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Tech leading 11-0. Best thing would be Tim just cruises, this guy throw a piece in, finish it up like 13. Yeah. Just a couple years. Already the third at bat on the day for Dane Bradshaw, as he's looking to reach base for the first time. As he and Siracusa, the only Oregon Tech hitters in the 8-9 spot that have yet to reach base. Everybody else has. As the pitch fouled straight back off the bat of Bradshaw. I know he's got a lot of folks back in Idaho watching. Always get lots of great comments from the folks in the Treasure Valley that watch he and Landon Cheney. 1-0 pitch popped up in a straightaway right. Owens drifting in. Out goes the second baseman, Rickard. It'll be the second baseman to make the play for the first out. So again, the Warriors get the leadoff man.
Second baseman Corey Siracusa.
And with Tech leading 11-0, that's the anomaly in all of this. Corban's got the leadoff man in every inning. But then they haven't been able to get the next batter and the next batter and the next batter. See if that trend continues with Siracusa as he takes the pitch from the left-hander inside and low. Barry led off. He popped out, and then it was walk, walk, hit, walk, walk, and the same thing happened the last two innings. And that pitch lined through the middle for a base hit, so here comes the trend. Siracusa has a 12-game hit streak. That is a career high at all of his collegiate levels.
The shortstop, Patrick Berry.
And up steps Pat Barry. He'll get a lefty-lefty matchup, and Bo now will face the two lefties in the Tech lineup. And the delivery to home plate nearly hit Barry. Ball one. Corban wearing the, I'm not going to say gold tops. They are yellow tops. And the pitch nearly hit Barry on the front shoulder again. It's 2-0. Pat doubled his last time up and came around to score. As he'll throw over to first. Kind of a balk move. That time by the lefty. Two-0. Swung on, line drive, shallow left field, coming in quickly. Gross. He will get there for the catch. Had him shaded perfectly. 2 outs and a runner at first for Tyler Horner.
Catcher Tyler Horner.
Horner's walked twice, and he is singled. Softball has gone final. Tech has defeated Carroll 2-1 in the conference series finale as Horner fouls the first pitch off. Casey Schmidt strikes out 5 to earn win number 20. And the Lady Owls are now 37-6 on the season with a non-conference game next. Throw over to first, trying to keep Siracusa close to the back. They'll have their senior day coming up following game 2 today. As the pitch to Horner, swinging the ground ball back up the middle. Tyler Horner, another base hit. Siracusa will head to third, and he will be in there safely. So Tyler Horner, a 2-hit day. And they will bring O'Daniel back out to run at first base for him. And the batter is set to be Julian Jones.
Right fielder Julian Jones.
They haven't been able to figure out Jones this afternoon. He walked his last time up. And the pitch to home plate, a curveball for a strike. Jones has walked twice. He is single. O'Daniel, who's over there at first base, has scored 3 runs today. And the pitch to Jones, a swing and a fly ball hit to fairly deep center, but playable out there for Elliott. He waits and has it, and for the first time today, Tech turned away without a run. No runs. 2 hits, 2 left. We go to the 5th. It's 11-0 in favor of the Hustlin' Owls. Hustlin' Owls leading 11-0. We play into the 5th inning, middle of the order, for the Corban Warriors set to come up, and Rickard and Bateman and Miyazawa. And Tim Williams working on a 1-hit shutout. Misses low for ball 1. Rickard grounded out his first time up. Toss by Williams, slapped down the left field side, slicing away from Colletan, but he uses his speed to get there for out number 1. The shortstop, Isaac Bateman. So that little blip in the radar for Williams facing the bottom of the order back in the 3rd has really been the only blemish, as he has pitched to contact for the most part. As the pitch to home plate rolled to short. Barry gloves it, throws him out. 3 pitches here in the inning, and already 2 outs coming off of a 6-pitch 4th inning.
Catcher Joshua Miyazawa.
And so for Tim Williams, he has thrown 45 pitches and been able to get 14 outs. The starter for Corban, Greenhall, threw 100 pitches and was only to get 7 outs. The pitch to Miyazawa popped up, and that could be another easy inning if it stays in play, but the wind will push it into the Warriors' bullpen. Normally, that's probably caught. The wind typically blowing from left field foul pole to right field foul pole. But today, it is blowing opposite. Wonder how that's going to affect track. I didn't look to see the times and the sprints today for the hurdles, but they're going to have a tailwind for sure. 0-1. Miyazawa takes just off the outside edge, ball 1. Yesterday over there at Mole Stadium, it was a headwind in both the 100 and 200 races that were going on in the decathlon and also the women's HEP. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a nasty slider. And then tomorrow, it'll be the Oregon Tech Invitational. 8 teams coming to the Basin to compete over there at the stadium. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. Inning over, and Tim Williams has retired the last 7 in a row. We go bottom 5. Tech leading 11-0.
Say yes to adventure with Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Klamath Falls. Experience a simple and transparent buying process from a dealership with award-winning customer service. An epic inventory of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram models. Instant cash offer for your trade. Pre-approved financing online. And say yes to at-home delivery and airport pickup. Test drive a new 23 Jeep Gladiator during the Wrap Up the Year sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Klamath Falls. Say yes to adventure.
Nice job by left-hander Tanner Bowe, who's been able to get 5 outs in relief as Matt Ortiz takes a strike on the outside corner to start the Tech fifth. Ortiz is 2 for 2, scored 3 runs. He has walked, and he has driven in 3. And he takes the changeup down and away. And the count 2-1-1. That final line on the starter for Corban, not a good one in Greenhall. Has the curveball there for a strike. 2 1/3. He threw 100 pitches, 11 runs all earned, 9 hits, 8 walks, and struck out 2. A ball and 2 strikes the count to the cleanup hitter for Tech, and the pitch to Matt fouled straight back. And all the while, Tim Williams with a 1-hit shutout through 5. Tech trying to play add-on here in the 5th. And the lefty's pitch, that's high. And it's been these 2 guys, it's been Ortiz and Macy, that have really come in with the big blows today. Both having a great game 1 of the series, as Ortiz takes that one downstairs. Logan Macy, the man on deck, he is 2 for 2 with a walk and has scored 3 runs. Ortiz trying to be the first leadoff batter for Tech to reach today. And he will with a base hit into right center. Quickly over is Elliott to cut it off. And a 3-hit day for Matthew Ortiz. Stayed back on that breaking ball away and lined it into right center.
The third baseman, Logan Macy.
11 runs, 12 hits for Tech. Corban, no runs on 1 hit. Macy doubled his last time up, and he takes that pitch down low for a ball. Game 2 will follow this one 30 minutes after the conclusion at some point. Bowe's pitch. Fastball upstairs again. For Tech, it'll be Landon Cheney who will get the ball, looking to rebound after a rocky start he had against Warner Pacific last weekend. 2-0. A little different look that time by Bowe as he went with the ultra slide step to home plate. He has thrown 27 pitches since entering, 16 for strikes. As he will come plateward, and a high strike across the letters to Logan Macy. Kala Tam, who has been aboard twice, waits on deck. 3-1. They'll throw over to keep Ortiz close in an 11-run game. Tech always a threat to go, but not as much so with a huge lead. And they'll throw over again. There's always a point in a game in which you kind of put the stops on running, but in a league game, anything's possible. We saw that last weekend. Runner will go this time. It's way outside for ball 4. After throwing over a couple times, they're going, you know what? Maybe put some pressure on the pitcher, and it did. First walk for Bo in relief.
Left fielder Kala Tam.
So 2 on and nobody out. And a guy in Kala Tam who had a bunt single to drive in a run back in the second inning. A 4-run second, a 4-run third, and Tam takes a strike on the outside corner. Tech swept that series from the Warriors up in Kaiser. It started February 28th. A series that was supposed to be here in the Basin. And that series ended up being Friday, Saturday, Sunday up there at Volcano Stadium. Long wait by Bo, now to the plate, a fastball, a swing and a miss. I noticed, speaking of Volcano Stadium, I noticed that Mickey Walker is one of the pitching coaches for Corban. His dad, Jerry, helps run the facility up there at Volcano Stadium, runs the Volcanoes Summer League. As the pitch bounces up to the plate, and the runners will advance. Jerry has a connection to Klamath Falls. At one point was the owner of the Klamath Falls Gems Summer Collegiate League that was here, team that was here years ago. And for back of the day, Jerry was the owner of the Salem Kaiser Volcanoes, which was the Giants affiliate for a long time in the Northwest League. Infield will come in. And the pitch to Tam, taken low for ball 3. Jerry Walker, great baseball mind. He had one of the more clever things that they would do at the ballpark, and every night everybody was looking forward to it. I'll tell you about it after the 3-2 to Kala Tam. It's a fastball swung on, a base hit through the drawn-in infield. It'll pick up 1 and make it a 12-0 Oregon Tech lead. Third RBI of the afternoon for Kala Tam. And there's still nobody out of the inning.
Your attention, please. Pitch hitting for Oregon Tech, number 32.
Garrett Smith. So an opportunity for Garrett Smith. Good to see him back, as he will pinch hit in this spot for Keanu Mizuta. Smith 3 homers and 14 RBI on the year, first and third, and still nobody out here in the 5th. And the drawn-in infield will play back with runners at the corners. And the pitch looked like a balk. They didn't call it, ball 1. But to finish the story on Jerry Walker, they would have a promotion there every night. It was called Roofman. And they have a upper area there at Volcano Stadium where they have some luxury boxes, and then there's the roof above that. Jerry would put on this little outfit, climb up onto the roof, and he was Roofman, throwing prizes and stuff down to folks. So throw over to first base and keep Tam close to the bag. And everybody waited for Roofman. And lo and behold, it was actually the owner of the ball club doing it. That's minor league baseball in its finest. 2-0 pitch. Up high to Smith for ball 3. Garrett missed last weekend after getting drilled by a fastball in the Eastern Oregon series. Had a contusion on his left forearm. But healthy in uniform, and an opportunity here with a 3-ball no strike count. His team leading 12-0 in the 5th. Bo's pitch to the plate. That's upstairs for ball 4. So Smith will walk. He's aboard. They're loaded with nobody out for the only Oregon Tech player who is yet to get a hit or reach base, and Dane Bradshaw.
The center fielder, Dane Bradshaw.
And it looks like we'll have a conversation out there on the bump. As Tech has loaded them up once again. Elsewhere around the league, while we got the moment, see if we can find the other scores. College of Idaho at Warner Pacific. Knights now leading 9-1. As Warner Pacific has chased Nate Vidlak after 4, giving up 9 runs on 10 hits. Maybe the sign stealing working again this weekend for the Warner Pacific Knights. Nowhere to put Dane Bradshaw. Macy at third, Tam at second, now Smith at first. They'll come in halfway up the middle, and the pitch to Bradshaw's strike. 12-0 Tech here in the 5th. And the lefty's pitch. Bradshaw line shot hit to second. It's bobbled. They will throw to first. They get an out there. Throw through back to third. And it gets out of play. Garrett Smith isn't out. That's a weird play, but Tech's going to get, I believe, 2 runs out of it. And it is now 14-0. And the batter is going to be Jacob Cook.
Pinch hitting for Tech, number 21, Jacob Cook.
So Tech gets 2 out of it. And Jacob Cook to pinch hit. Nearly a second triple play. As the pitch to home plate bounces in. So they get the out at second on Smith. They get the out on first on Bradshaw. 1 run scores, the second on an error as Jacob Cook pops it up into shallow left, and it'll be caught by Gross to end the inning. We'll get the totals after this one. We know Tech scored 3 in the frame. They lead 14-0. We're back after this. That wasn't the greatest radio call there at the end of the inning. Got everything sorted out, had to kind of think back through the play. As Lucas Mertlich to start it off for Corban, with the Warriors now trailing 14-0. Tim Williams, a first pitch fastball down and in. Mertlich has the only hit for Corban. That was back in the third as he had a base hit through the middle. Tex made a couple changes. Jacob Cook stays in the game. He's at first. Matt Ortiz moves to second. The pitch is skied to left center field and deep. Back on the ball, Bradshaw. He's going to run out of room, and this one's going to bang off the boards. Mertlich will have his second hit of the day, a leadoff double here in the inning. You can see the wind pushing that one away from Bradshaw into left center field. So with the bases loaded, we'll give you what happened on that play.
Right fielder Noah Owens.
So the ball was lined to the second baseman, Rickard, and he bobbled it. And so holding up for a moment was the runner at second base in Colatam. As a delivery to the plate, hit hard through the right side of base hit. Mertlich to third, he will be held. So Corban has him on the corners and nobody out for the second time with these same guys.
Left fielder Fran Gross.
It was Fran Gross who came up and hit into that crazy triple play. Back in the third. But they threw to second, got the force on Garrett Smith between first and second. Now Tam was close to the bag there, thought they might try to get him. They threw to first, completed the double play. As a delivery to Gross, a swinging strike. Then the first baseman, Demasi, threw over to third, trying to complete a triple play. And then that throw bounced in, went into the dugout. So 2 runs scored on the play as the pitch down and out. 1-1. So the runner at third scored, no RBI. Second run on that play scores on the throwing error. That run was unearned. It is 14-0 Tech. As Williams delivers a fastball and it's fouled off. Gross hit the liner to then second baseman Corey Syracuse. He caught it at his shoe tops. Threw to first to get the double play, and then for some reason the runner at third, Mertlich, was 50 feet off the bag at third, and he was tripled off. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on an elevated fastball. Gross down on strikes for the first out. And for Tim Williams, strikeout number 5.
Center fielder Chase Elliott.
The batter, Chase Elliott. Elliott is 0 for 2. And the pitch by Williams, a swing and a pop-up into shallow center. Bradshaw will try to dive. It comes up short. Runner will hold at second base on a bloop single off the bat of Elliott, and the shutout has been averted. Bradshaw tried everything he could to get to that one, but Elliott with the RBI single, 14 RBI for him on the year. And the batter will be Demasi.
First baseman Drew Demasi.
Demasi has struck out twice. So Corban on the board here in the 6th, and it's been the bottom of their order that's done the damage against Tim Williams. And the hard-throwing right-hander sliders down and away for ball 1. Tech will have the top of their order coming up in the 6th. And the pitch to Demasi, a fastball outside again by Williams, who has thrown just 59 pitches here into the 6th. Tech 3 in the first, 4 in the second, 4 in the third, 3 in the 5th. 2-0. Swung on, fouled off. Again, we'll be scoreboard watching this afternoon. The series is about to start in Springfield. big one there between Bushnell and Lewis Clark State. As the pitch to change up for a strike. Good pitch that time by Williams. 10-1 Warner Pacific in the 7th, trying to close out a win. 10-1 the score in the 4th in LeGrand. As a 2-2 to the plate is chopped foul off the bat of DeMasi. The Warner Pacific score surprising me a bit, but it's a team that has been improving as the year goes on. Owens at second, Elliott first with one out. Williams' pitch. Swing and a miss, change up. And DeMasi down on strikes for a 3rd time today.
Third baseman Ryan Clay.
For Tim Williams, has a career high in strikeouts on the season. Now 57. Trying to get Clay here and keep the score where it's at. And the pitch to home plate down and away for ball 1. If Tech can get this win in 7 innings, which is possible, just keeps that bullpen that much more fresher. Wasn't taxed much last weekend as Clay takes one across the letters. Back last weekend, Noah Lowe, who's a big cog in the back end of that bullpen, did not pitch. A ball and a strike the count with 2 on and 2 out. And the pitch to Clay. Swing and a miss. Williams doing a great job mixing up his speeds, and that's Tyler Horner calling the game back there and just understanding the situation and calling the right pitch in the right spots. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch to the left-hand batter. Is a fastball swung on, popped up right in front of the plate. Who wants it? It's going to be Macy in foul territory. Can't glove it. And it gives Corban a chance. Got to make that play. And it's a situation in which if Clay reaches, it will be an error on Macy. If Clay does not, it will not be an error. We'll wait to find out. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball to first. Jacob Cook stays down on it, flips to the bag. No error will be given, and the out retorted. No runs, a couple hits, 2 left. We go bottom of 6. Tech leading now, 14-1.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
New pitcher in for Corban to throw the sixth is right-hander Robert Hayes, a junior from Bozeman, Montana, and Miles College. For Hayes, he'll make his 7th appearance, 5 innings, 10 runs, 9 hits, 5 walks, and a strikeout, as he will face Patrick Berry to start the inning. And the righty's pitch is a two-seam fastball way off the plate, ball 1. Patrick Berry 2 for 4, a double, a couple runs scored. Bo went 2 2/3, 3 runs, 2 earned, 4 hits, 2 walks, and a strikeout. As the toss to Pat Berry popped up a mile high right in front of the plate. Coming down the line is Clay, the third baseman, drops the ball in foul, fair territory, they say. And Pat Berry's going to end up at second. And what is the call? Is it a foul ball or not? And I believe they will call it a foul ball. I think plate umpire missed that one, as I believe he called foul and then pointed and went, oops, I meant fair. It was literally near the first, or say, left-hand hitter's box. Coming down the line was the third baseman, Clay, and went right off the heel of his glove. Not an easy play. It'll go down as a strike. And the pitch to Berry outside and high. Would have ended up being a 2-base error if it had been a fair ball. It's a tough call to make it an error, but you're not going to give a double on that play. 2-1. Swung on, ground ball to second. An easy play there for the Corban second baseman. And it's going to give Ryan McCabe a chance to get an AB.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Oregon Tech, number 28, Ryan McCabe.
So Tech going to get some of their reserves an opportunity here with a big lead to have an opportunity to swing the bat. McCabe, the freshman, redshirt freshman from Folsom, California. And the pitch to him, a slider to the screen. McCabe, 1 for 3 at the plate with an RBI. This is 6th game that he has seen action this year. 3rd catcher for the club as he takes strike 1. Looks like Riley Cronin will get a chance to pinch hit as well. Tech has out hit Corban 13-4 as McCabe takes one in the dirt. Tech got 3 in the first, 4 in both the second and the third, and then 3 in the fifth to make it 14-0. Corban got 1 back in the 6th as the righties pitch way high, ball 3. 10 walks have been the story for Tech. We talked about that from the outset, and the fact that walks have played a big role in the struggles that Corban's had at times. As McCabe will hit a hard shot to third and through for a hit. And Ryan McCabe able to get over there. And now a chance for Riley Cronin. It's a play, though, the third baseman's got to make, unfortunately.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Tech, number 12, Riley Cronin.
Hard hit ground ball right at the third baseman, and Clay just couldn't make the play. Here's Riley Cronin. And the righty's pitch to Cronin. That's a called strike. Looking to see if they have kept McCabe in at first base. They have. Cronin takes a slider off the plate. So Riley Cronin most likely will come in and play in the outfield, two-way player for Tech. Give Julian Jones a little bit of a breather. And the 1-1, high again. Riley Cronin, 0 for 3 with an RBI thus far this season, looking for his first hit of the year. Played a lot of center field during his time with Tech. That one downstairs again, ball 3. Matt Ortiz will hit for himself as he is in the on-deck circle. Tech leading 14-1 here in the 6th. And the delivery. Swung on, a little blooper, hit in behind short, drifting out, and over the shoulder catch made by the shortstop Bateman for the second out in the inning. Almost muscling that one out there was Riley Cronin.
The second baseman, Matthew Ortiz.
So 2 outs for Matt Ortiz, who's had himself a day. All Matt Ortiz has done is gone 3 for 3. He has scored 4. And he takes a strike. Hunter Huff will bat if Ortiz reaches. And a long wait. And Hayes' pitch is lined down the right field line. It's going to hook foul. And on a day like today, with the wind blowing the opposite way than it typically does, you could see Ortiz thinking off the bat that's going foul. And then as the ball kept going, all of a sudden he realizes the wind blowing that way isn't going to drift it as foul as far as it typically does. And it was only foul by about 5 or 6 feet. But Ortiz in a hole at 0-2, and the pitch to the plate is a swing and a base hit. That's into right center field. It's going to give Hunter Huff an opportunity to hit here in the inning. And so Hunter Huff will get a pinch hit chance.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Oregon Tech. Number 13, Hunter Huff.
And see if Hunter Huff can get his first collegiate hit. He will bat for Macy. Ortiz with a 4-hit day. And if Hunter Huff can get a knock, that dugout is going to go bonzo. The pitch to Huff, swing and a miss on a slider. McCabe out there at second. Ortiz, the runner, over at first with 2 outs. And Hayes, 2 looks back at second, now to the plate, and the fastball inside and low. Looking in the Tech bullpen, looked like there was someone playing toss down there. I think it was Jalen Jagdo who was down there as the pitch taken high. I don't think he will be the guy coming in. I believe they would let Williams try to finish this, but we do not know. We'll find out. And the pitch to Huff, that's strike 2. Hunter playing in his 4th game. He is 0 for 2 with a couple strikeouts. And the righty's pitch, and there's strike 3, and the inning is over. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We go to the 7th, last chance for Tech. This is a for Corban as Tech leads 14-1.
At Papa Murphy's, we know family time is more important than ever. And our family wants to do all we can to help your family. So we're making it easier to get pizza made from scratch that you bake at home by offering online ordering everywhere and delivery and curbside pickup where we can. So you can keep family time as normal as possible. Papa Murphy's, we're in this together.
So the day is done for Tim Williams after 6. And no reason for him to tax himself, I'm guessing, as it'll be Jalen Jagdo who will take over on the hill for Tech. And he'll make his second appearance of the season. And his first pitch to the left-handed batting, Peyton Rickard, misses inside and low for ball 1. Final line on Tim Williams. He goes 6 innings, a run on 4 hits, no walks and 6 strikeouts. As Jagdale misses again, it's 2-0. Jalen, a young man who comes to Oregon Tech from San Jose. As the fastball off the corner again, ball 3. Began his career at West Valley College. They're in the California Collegiate Athletics, I should say Community College Athletic Association. As the pitcher strike. This is his second appearance on the year through a scoreless inning with a walk and a strikeout earlier this season. As that pitch lined down the line into deep right field, it will go foul. As Riley Cronin, now out there in right field, went over to make a play. Logan Macy back in for Tech. He is at third. Ryan McCabe now behind the plate, catching for Tyler Horner. Corban needing 4 runs here in the 7th to keep this game going. If not, the game will be ended due to the 10-run rule. 3-2 pitch, curveball, and it's fouled off. Rickard thus far today is 0 for 2. And the righty's pitch. Breaking ball, got him. Dugout likes that one. Jalen with the big K to start the 7th.
The shortstop, Isaac Bateman.
He was working two-seam, and comes back with a hammer for the strikeout and relief. And here's Bateman. And the pitch to him. A changeup that misses upstairs for a ball. 14-1 Oregon Tech here in the top of the 7th with 1 out. As the fastball down and away again, and it's 2-0. Game 2 of the series will begin 30 minutes after this concludes. We hope that you'll stick around for game 2 today. As Jagdale's pitch is swing and a miss. The fun part about it is how loose the Tech dugout is. And how they love it when the guys who don't get a lot of run, as that pitch sky deep to left field, down the line, wind's going to push it fair or foul, and it is foul. Nearly a home run for Bateman. But the wind blowing across the diamond pushes this one foul before it gets to the fair foul pole, and just a long strike. And you think about guys who don't get a chance to get at bats or innings much during the season. They still put in the work Monday through Thursday. And the ability for them to get a chance to get an inning or two or an at-bat here. And you love it when they succeed, as the pitch to the plate, a swing and a roller hit foul again. Because you never know when you get to the postseason who's going to be on that 26-man roster. And if you get an opportunity, you might get one of those last spots. The pitch swung on, popped up off the first base side, out of play. And when it comes down to that 26th roster spot, more likely than not, it will be a pitcher. And the question is, who will it be? Bateman with a squared stance right on top of the plate, and the pitch by the righty misses up and inside. 3-2. Loopy curveball that time. just above the letters. And so for the second straight time, a 3-2 pitch from the kid from California. And the delivery is swing and a line drive base hit. That's into right center field. Bradshaw over to cut it off. Runner going to try for second. And a sliding double off the bat of Bateman. Would have been, I think, better if Cronin could have got to that ball. Would have had his momentum taking him towards the second base bag. But Bradshaw had to turn, spin, and then make a 2-hop throw into the second base. And so a 2-base hit for Bateman.
Catcher Joshua Miyazawa.
So Corban will get Miyazawa to the plate, and he swings, and it's a fly ball deep into right center field. Long run for Cornin, track wall, and that's off the middle of the boards. To third, coming around and scoring will come Bateman on a Miyazawa double. Back-to-back doubles for Corban. First runs that Jagdeo's given up this year. His perfect ERA is gone, and it's 14-2.
Designated hitter Lucas Mertlich.
So you look at the Tech pitching staff now, and Caleb Randolph, the guy with the lowest ERA at 1.45. Much bigger sample size for him. Mertlich 2 for 2, and he takes one inside and low. Tech with a shift on. Barry, the shortstop, playing a couple paces close to that second base bag. And the righty's pitch, high and away. Trying to look out to second, seeing if Miyazawa's running for himself, and he is. No reason to use a courtesy runner in a 14-2 game for now. Mertlich 4 home runs, 31 knocked in as he swings and fouls this one off. $14 runs, 15 hits, an error for Tech. 2-6-2 for Corban. We're in the top of the 7th with 1 out. And Jagdeo's pitch is lined down the left field line. That's going to go foul. The count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Check trying to get the final 2 outs before 3 runs come across. And we're in this exact same spot in Game 4 of the series against Warner Pacific on Sunday. Warner Pacific scored 4, and then Tech had to come back, scratch a run across bottom 7 to end it in 7 innings. 2-2. Fastball down and in, and once again a 3-ball, 2-strike count. Jagdeo's thrown 20 pitches already in the inning. 3-2. Swung on, popped up, out of play. Interesting that Oregon Tech started allowing a lot of the younger guys to get a chance to get ABs. Corban stayed with their starters. 3-2. Swung on, fly ball deep into left field. Long run for Tam. Still going back, way back, over the shoulder. Tam got there for the second out of the inning as he ran into the gate in deep left center field to track down that ball off the bat of Mertlich. Put a star on that one for the second out of the inning.
Right fielder Noah Owens.
And unlike it's been the last 2 weekends, that ball is really carrying to left, which hasn't been the case the last 2 weekends where the ball had been carrying to right. Owens the final hope as he swings and skies this one into left center field. Bradshaw trying to get there. He will not get there. And Owens will have himself a 2-base hit, and it is 11-3. And the batter will be Fran Gross.
Left fielder Fran Gross.
So Owens with the third double of the inning. That's been surrendered by Jagdeo. Now Fran Gross representing the run that would keep the game alive. And he takes one low. So Corban with a couple across here in the inning. The pitch to Gross. Swing and a miss. The league's leader in stolen bases is Fran Gross. He has swiped 25. One. Curveball for a strike, and Tech one strike away from opening up the series with a victory and trying to close out a 14-3 win. Jagdeo to the plate. Down and in. That one gets through McCabe and back to the screen. McCabe on the backhand side just can't scoop it. So a runner at third now with 2 outs. The key is you got to keep Gross from scoring to have this game come to a close. 2-2 to the plate. Curveball! Didn't get the call. And another 3-ball, 2-strike count. With first base open and the pitch. Fastball, that time got him. And that'll do it. Tech comes away with a victory in the opener by a score of 14-3. 14 runs, 15 hits, and an error for Corban, 3-7-2. Tim Williams improves to 6-0 on the year. Game 2 will follow us in about 30 minutes. We'll see you then here from Steen Sports Park.
Every year, Oregon Tech enrolls our next generation of graduates in engineering, health sciences, technology, business, and more, with the highest median starting salary of any college or university in Oregon. Now's your time at Oregon Tech.